Hey, I'm Austin, and today I want to show you how you can connect your Claude Code instance with Context7, one of the most popular MCP servers. Context7 gives your agent the ability to read and review different code bases as well as API documentation and libraries. For example, you can use it to search for different libraries and basic information, as well as query the specific documentation from those code bases directly. So the first thing we'll do is go to the install page. And under the install section, we'll open up install on Claude Code. And then right here, you can either choose the remote server version, which allows you to connect to their hosted MCP server, or you can host it locally on your own device. So I'm actually going to choose to host it on my local device. So once we have that, you just paste it in here. And then you do have to get an API key from their docs itself. And so I'm going to sign in now. Okay, we can generate our first API key. And then we will paste that in here. So what I've just done is configured the local Context7 server with my API key and added it to the Claude JSON so that it is now configured for my Claude Code instance. And so now what I'm going to do is open up Claude Code. I'm going to check my MCP list, and I can see that on the local MCPs, we have Context7 installed. So I'm now asking Claude to find documentation about MCP. So you can see here in the Resolve Library ID tool that in the response it has the total list of code snippets, the source reputation, and the benchmark score for a given code base that it has returned. Now, if you want some more advanced functionality, one thing that you can do is actually provide your own code bases directly to the Context7 instance so that it can index your code bases so that it'll be available to you as well as other users. So what we are going to do is click the big Add Docs button, go to Add Libraries under GitHub. You have a few options available here, but we're going to do GitHub there. So we're going to pick the Shinzo TS SDK, and then back on the URL, we paste it right there, submit. And now we have a task in progress, and you can see it right there, Shinzo-TS. And so I've already done this for the Shinzo repo, so I will now ask for some documentation about Shinzo. And there we go. You can see right here, Shinzo is an open source observability platform, blah, blah, blah. You can see the response and the README information here. And so now we have the code base loaded into Context7. One last step, if you do end up using the Context7 server, if you want to see observability for the exact tool calls, you can actually use Shinzo directly to see that. All right, and then if we check for these sections with large cache reads, we should be able to find it. Let's see, I'll pop this out. And there's the MCP information. All right, and then right here we see that you can see the tool MCP Context7 request for querying docs. So it provides a query and then the library ID. And then the tool result shows the exact README from the Shinzo repo. With all this together, you should be able to get accurate API docs for whatever repos you wish, and you will be able to use Context7 to help you develop better code.